Mike Bohn joined now by the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion Alexa Grasso on the verge of the debut of the Ultimate Fighter 32 on Tuesday. Alexa, the debut is very close here. Are you excited for the world to finally be able to see the show that was filmed a few months ago?
Yes, I'm super excited. I mean, it was an amazing show. I'm happy that I was part of that, and I mean, just waiting for tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Are you nervous for it when people are getting filmed for such a long time? It can show a lot of different things. You're worried about how you could be portrayed or, things like that. Are you like anticipating watching it or does it make you a little nervous?
No, I mean, I'm not nervous. It was 100% me. So it's really cool. Um, I just want them to know the Ultimate Fighter again because a lot of people are excited to watch it almost here in Mexico, like more in Mexico, because it's the first time that a Mexican team was able to do that, 100% Mexican team. So it's huge for me, for my uncle, for my coaches, for all my team to be part of this because it was really, really cool. I mean, we had guys from all over the world.
Yeah, definitely. And what was that coaching experience like? I know you can only say so much about like the details, but going in, like, did you have certain expectations of what it would be like? And then coming out, did it go kind of as you thought, or was there some twists and turns and difficult things?
Well, I thought it was going to be girls, honestly, at the beginning, but then I knew it was 45 and middleweight boys. So I was like, okay, so how am I gonna teach these huge guys? But it was really cool, nice experience. I like to coach and help here in my gym in Guadalajara with my teammates and that. So I have like kind of experience on how to deal with guys, bigger guys and that. So I also have like the better example from my coaches, and I think we did great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how the sport goes with some males towards females, there can be egos and things like that, but you were prepared for that and you didn't really have to deal with any of it.
No, well, at the beginning it was weird, because they were all, men, big, strong champions on their leagues in their countries, and it was kind of weird, to accept like indication from a little girl, but then it came better. We became, a huge, huge team.
Yeah, and then like going through the process with Valentina, obviously, two fights. I'm sure you have a lot of respect there in a competitive sense, but spending that much time around her, like, would you say that added more friction and tension to your relationship? Are you on better terms now? How would you describe it?
Well, I mean, both of us are super professional. We were there to compete, maybe in another things, but at the end we were competing each other again. So it was really, really cool.
For sure. Would you do it again if the opportunity came up in the future, or was this one time enough, you think?
Like the tough.
Yeah.
Well, I would do that again, but maybe I would like to coach girls. That will be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Who, and just to give us, a little bit of a preview, who were some of the main coaches you had there? If people don't know some of the names from your team.
Well, it's my coach and my uncle Francisco Grasso, who's the head coach. It was Diego Lopez, I think you know him, Alessandro Costa, Hodler. It's one of our teammates and also striking coach too from a long, long time here in Lobo. We had Colin Grasling, the Olympian, and we had Jordan from Italy, the main Muay Thai coach. We had Omar, my sparring partner, and Juan, my strength and conditioning coach. So I wanted to bring them all my team, to make them feel like a family. Everything I do, everything that have worked for me, and I mean, I just wanted to show them what I do, how I do, and if it worked for them, awesome. If not, it's okay.
I know you love being like at home with your team and everything. Was any part of it hard being away for that long filming the show?
Well, it happened something really cool because we had Lupi's fight, Alessandro's fight, Diego's fight. And when we had this opportunity, we said, like, I asked them, like, hey guys, I had this opportunity. It would be amazing if all of us can travel together to Vegas. And all of them said yes. So It was honestly, it was amazing because all of them said, yes, okay, we're gonna do the fight counts, we're gonna do the tough, we're gonna keep training, so we're gonna do everything. And it was really, really cool. We were always together. I mean, we are always together, but in this um thing, we had like three fights, the Ultimate Fighter, and also being prepared like all of us, and it was really, really nice experience.
Awesome. That sounds great. And part of the reason why this worked out so well is like after the last fight, you and Valentina were both dealing with injuries and had surgery. How are you feeling now? Are you 100% recovered and no issues right now?
Yes, a lot better. I mean, imagine it's my hand, my hand, my strongest weapon, and it was hard. Honestly, can't lie that it was, it was horrible. I hate to get hurt. I hate to have surgeries, but I mean, it's part of the game. Sometimes you get hurt, sometimes you're broken, but it doesn't stop you. And now I'm a lot better. I think it was good. Like they gave us this time to heal because both of us we had like heart injuries. It was not simple injuries. So right now I'm a lot better and just waiting.
Yeah, waiting for the contract for the fight, which I think, everyone who kind of looks at the timeline here when the show ends thinks this is leading up to UFC 306 at the Sphere and everything. Have you been informed? I talked to Valentina earlier today. She said waiting on a contract, things like that. Are you kind of in the same situation right now?
Yes, we're in the same. I mean, just waiting. Just waiting.
Yeah. So another interesting thing, and I want to play you this clip if that's okay. But I know Valentina had made some comments a few months ago about like the Mexican Independence Day thing, worried about the judging and the influence and all that stuff. And I asked her if this gives any hesitation to maybe doing this fight on that date. She gave kind of an interesting answer as far as like the theme of the event. Do you mind if I play you this clip really quick? It's about 50 seconds long.
Okay, okay.
All right. If they do offer you the fight officially for the Sphere in September, Mexican Independence Day, again, it's like a repeat of what happened last time in a lot of ways. I know a different venue. Is
As
any part of
my
you reluctant?
as my understanding, it's there is a like talk about sphere, but it is not Mexican Independence Day because it's gonna be focused on the sphere. It's gonna be focusing on UFC 306. So it's kind of like even Mexican Independence Day. It's gonna be few days before the event happening. So it's nothing related to Mexican Independence Day. It's going to be completely different event, completely different location, and completely different day of the closed but different.
Well, as I know, it's gonna be not UFC again. I mean, I've seen a few interviews from Dana White, and he's saying that it's a lot better for the Mexican Independence Day for the Mexican fighters. That he has like he had a really really good experience last year with the Nacho UFC with break records and um, ESPN, UFC Fight Pass. So I mean, as I know, it's gonna be 100% dedicated to Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah. So any idea why you think she'd say that? Do you think maybe she's trying to like convince them to move away from that because she had such hard feelings about last time, or any idea why she would maybe think this?
No, well, I mean, I've seen that she's traveling a lot. Maybe she's not, I mean, watching a lot of media. I mean, that could be the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah, interesting. But your understanding, it's like you said, as Dana White, he wants it to be his love letter to Mexican fans, I think was the
Yeah,
quote.
I mean, did you watch those interviews and those videos? I mean, I'm always, looking what's going on in there. I'm super excited. I'd love to be part of that card. It's gonna be the first MMA event in the Sphere. It's gonna be the first Noche UFC, like big stage there, dedicated for all of us. He said that he's spending a lot on because it's a different place. It's a different way to put the octagon, like the view. Like, I mean, it's gonna be huge. I mean, I would truly love to be part of that event.
Yeah, I can't see any reason why they wouldn't. Like, if for some reason Valentina is like insisting, she wants to stay away from this situation, you still want to fight on that card, even if they have to go to like Manon Fiorot or something, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, I would love to be part of that event. It doesn't matter if it's Valentina or Fiorot or I mean anyone. I'm just preparing. I'm working a lot, every area. I'm training every single day. I'm in fight camp since I got 100% from my hand. So I mean, I'm just ready. I just want to fight that day. I would truly love to fight that day, and I'll be ready. Stronger than ever for that date.
For sure. And I mean, do you feel like in your most ideal scenario, though, you do want to fight Valentina again and end any questions about the second fight? And obviously, we need the payoff from this whole show that's about to air.
Of course. I mean, I would love to be the fight with Valentina because it will be the first trilogy from women's in the UFC, like history. We were both coaching the two. We were both, having a lot of history. She has done so much for the sport. Me too, as a Mexican, like first Mexican female champion. We're both doing a lot of big things. So I think that would be ideal fight, the perfect fight. We had I had the submission, second one, sadly it was a draw, but third one's gonna be okay, now we were gonna know who is the winner. Okay, now we're gonna know. So that's why I would love to be part of that. I would love to fight her. And yes, I'm super ready. I swear.
For sure. Have you watched that second fight back like many times since it happened?
Yes, a lot. I mean, I love to study my fights, my own fights. I mean, I did a big mistake in the second round. It could have been over. Just if I could have jumped with that knee, that fight could be over. But I know how capable I am to finish her. It doesn't matter if it's in boxing or on the ground because she's always, when she gets desperate, she always gives her back. So, I mean, I'm ready for everything. I know how to be a lot of dominant in the next fight. I truly know. I know how and what to do to win that fight easy and fast.
For sure. And do you look forward to getting the fight out of the way too, though? Like, I'm sure you've been thinking about Valentina for so long. You just spent all these months with her. Now you're going to have to watch the show. Like, are you looking forward to just closing this chapter too so you can fight some other contenders?
It's a weird feeling. I admire her so much. And even if we are, competing against each other, we wouldn't be here without each other. I wouldn't be here without her and she wouldn't be here without me. So it's huge what we are doing for women's MMA. It's huge what we are both doing because we've shown a lot of technique, heart, passion. I think that our fights are really cool, because we're doing a lot of amazing things. So it's great. Of course we have to fight. Of course we have to compete and hurt each other. But when this gets over, it's gonna be a chapter of my life that I will remember with a lot of joy and proud.
For sure. And Manon Fiorot, she said after she beat Erin Blanchfield, she wants to be the backup. She wants to wait for the title shot. Do you think that's the right move for her? Just hang out and wait for you guys to finish the trilogy and she can fight the winner?
Well, that's a question that you should ask for her because I mean I'm not the one who says what she's gonna do or what not her to do. I mean that's her decision, that's her choices. But I mean if I have to fight her, that will be awesome too. She's big, she's strong. She has a lot of good striking. So it's for me, it's gonna be it could be like a perfect fight too.
Yeah. Who do you think wins between Macy Barber and Rose Namajunas when they fight in July?
That's a good fight. Like honestly, that's a good fight. I mean, Macy Barber is growing a lot. She's evolving a lot. Rose Namajunas, I mean, she had her first fight at 125. I think that this second fight, she's gonna feel like a lot better on her body because changing weight classes it's tricky. I have to get used to. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting fight.
Yeah, definitely. Macy Barber talks a lot, about your first fight and how she's going to be like all that stuff. You're her goal. Do you hear a lot of that? Like, do you hope one day that she gets up there so you can kind of shut all that talk down? Because she really says a lot of things about your guys' first fight.
Well, I mean, I don't care. We all have to make our name sound and make noise to be there. But yeah, if there's a moment where she is the contender and I'm still the champion, we're gonna fight again.
Definitely. And I guess this last thing here, Alexa, for all the people getting ready to tune in for the show on Tuesday and every night, like what's the main reason why they should watch? You kind of acknowledged earlier that it's lost some of its fan base over the years, The Ultimate Fighter. Why should people who've maybe tuned out of the show over the years come back and watch this season?
Well, you really have to watch this season because it's super international. You're gonna learn a lot of countries. The fights were amazing, like truly amazing fights. A lot of heart, a lot of toughness. Like it was really cool show, and also we were there, having a lot of fun, training. I mean, it's a different maybe part of me that you maybe don't know, but it will be really cool that you can watch the show, learn more about the life of a fighter, like the training, how to eat, how to rest, and also how tough is to be in the Ultimate Fighter house.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much for the time, Alexa. Hopefully we can get this fight done for the Sphere and you can have that opportunity to compete in front of your people because you definitely deserve it. And it's going to be an amazing event.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, Alexa. Thank you.
Bye, you too.